Hi, Acadiana. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Happy Thursday to you. It's a foggy one out here as we still have a very warm and muggy air mass in place, a stalled front to our northwest. But fortunately, most of the rains are going to be pulling away from the region, at least for a day, day and a half or so. But we are going to be looking at these foggy conditions out here this morning, so that is going to give you some problems. Check out the sky cam. You can see we've got some fairly low visibility here in the mid-city area of Lafayette, and I'm sure it can be even thicker in the outlying areas. So if you're doing some traveling this morning or heading off to work and school, that's going to cause some problems. You're going to need a few extra minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes of extra time to get there this time around, because there will be some slowdowns on the area roadways. Also, watch out for the kids heading out to the bus stop this morning, again with that lower visibility. Temperatures are going to be hovering around 70 or so, and then back into the mid-80s later this afternoon. Slight chance for a shower, but only about 20%. But very muggy out here. Temperatures upper 60s, low 70s across most of the region. And again, most of the showers and thunderstorms have moved away from the area, and I think we'll just keep the rain chance down in the 20% range as we head into the afternoon. Meanwhile, a lot of low clouds and fog in place. We've got an upper trough that's kind of cut off in the desert southwest. It's going to stay there for a day or two and then finally eject out to the northeast. So a new frontal boundary is going to develop over Texas and head in our direction as we head into the early part of the weekend. That should increase our rain chances. Now, as far as anything going on with Rafael, I think all of the effects there are going to be staying well to the south, as that trough out in the west really isn't going to be able to pick it up. And there's a strong ridge east of that over the Atlantic that's going to backbuild over the Gulf, so more of a westerly track is expected. But locally, that old frontal boundary will kind of lift out of the way. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing any cool weather across Acadiana, just warm and muggy out there, but a bit less rain as the focal point of that front should be farther off toward the northwest. So that upper level low is going to spin there over the desert southwest. You can see what is Rafael there to the south, but really not much influence by either one of these systems for us today, as we're going to be kind of caught in the middle. So just partly to mostly cloudy skies as we get into the afternoon, with the showers and thunderstorms and the winter-like weather staying back into the southern Rockies. Remember, it is November and we're supposed to be seeing some cooler temperatures, but that just doesn't seem to want to come to the Gulf Coast yet. I think we're still going to hit the mid to upper 80s, especially if we can get some decent sunshine. Locally, our offshore waters are going to be okay, but closer to where Hurricane Rafael is, of course, things are going to be considerably worse. And as Rafael kind of moves off toward the west, we're going to see some effects in the offshore waters with some gusty winds, some higher seas, and probably some above normal tides too along the Louisiana Gulf Coast. But for the rest of us on land, I don't think we're going to see any impacts from Rafael, as the forecast tracks it off toward the west, as that big ridge of high pressure over the Atlantic will start to backbuild. But that will also generate maybe another little tropical disturbance northeast of the Leeward Islands, and there's still a slight chance that we could see some development there, perhaps north of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So even though we're currently dealing with Hurricane Rafael, we might be talking about Tropical Storm Sebastian coming up in the near future. But again, we're going to watch that move off to the west. Again, trough doesn't look like it's going to be able to pick it up, and high pressure will back it off toward the west. And even in the extended forecast, a little bit of a curve back toward the southwest, and that's where a lot of the models are starting to go. You got a couple doing a loop-de-loop, a couple of them swinging their way up toward Louisiana, but the consensus is really westerly and then southwesterly back into the Bay of Campeche. Holding on as a Category 2 hurricane early on, where it is this morning with winds at 105, but it is going to run into a lot of wind shear and also some colder waters eventually, so we are expecting weakening, and even before it reaches land, it's probably going to be dropping back down to a tropical storm. And there's that other little area farther to the east. We'll watch that for the possibility of a Sebastian development coming up in the next couple of days. Hurricane season really needs to end, but officially it doesn't until November the 30th. We'll go over that on Let's Talk Tropics. 2 editions again today, one this morning and one later this afternoon. We'll get back to the live midday show on Friday. Your forecast today, partly cloudy, a high near 86. We will see that fog out here this morning, and maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm a little bit later this afternoon. But better rain chances will start to come in late Friday, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms as a front edges into the area on Saturday, and it's going to stall. Temperatures around 83, and I think we still might see some scattered showers in here Sunday. but no changes in our temperatures. It is going to stay warm and muggy. Well, I hope you enjoy Acadiana weather today. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on those notifications. And don't forget, you can hear my forecasts on Big 102.1, Planet Radio 106.7, and Freedom 95.1. And in between all of those broadcasts, follow my social media pages, both on Facebook and X. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on Friday.